appreciate your honesty.
Ah, you know, it's because I care. It's because I care. And because I'm an ass. Yay! Hi,
Where's Andrew?
You're an ass.
You're an asterisk?
I'm an asterisk.
Where's Andrew?
He's trying to bring to justice the people that caused the plane crash today.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that Andrew just isn't, you know.
I don't think he's coming. I don't think so either.
But you know what it means when it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
it means 7:02.
Means he's too baked to find the keyboard.
Love you,
Andrew.
It means this.
We're live.
And now, live from somewhere in North America, put your hands together for The Blast. Your hosts, Jim, Greg, Brett, and Andrew.
Or not.
Most entertaining hour and a half of your entire life, we hope. And now, here's our head host and innovator, Jim Coffer.
Jim Coffer, hi.
Wow.
The applause is definitely, you know, it's filmed before a live studio audience. I forgot to put that in.
Yeah, you did.
Filmed before a live studio audience.
And I didn't really want to ask you to, like, retape it because you did pretty good on that one, but
I'll do it.
If you ever do,
I will do it, yeah.
It's a JK and GP.
Yeah, I will. All right, there, because you guys, I know.
We have an image to keep up.
Very true. You know what? I'm gonna join the club right now. Look at that. I'm going. Boom.
Are you?
There it is.
BH.
Going BH. Going BH.
So tonight
in Colorado, everybody just stuffed one into the old bong.
I shouldn't. I'm 52 years old, and I finally got my look at behind me over here. I finally got a real desk.
You did? Nice. Look at that.
There's my Yeti microphone.
I'm proud of you. The Yeti. Oh, the Yeti's that's a quality computer. It's a quality mic.
Do you know what it? Oh no, never mind. That's a Yoni. Do you know what that is?
What, a Yeti?
A Yoni?
No, wasn't she a singer from the 70s?
No, there's some sort of what do they call that? You know, the people who do like yoga and they do internal sexual type. What do you?
GP's down in Southern Cal. He knows this.
GP, look up the word Yoni. It basically means. Can we say the word because it's Man Cave Edition?
Yes.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Means penis.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
No. Yoni, Y-O-N-I. Yoni is Sanskrit, and it's a word with different meanings. Most basically, it means vagina or womb.
It's a guy's name.
Oh, so it's totally opposite of that. Well, yeah.
That's totally the opposite of what you thought it was. So
yes.
There you go. There you go.
Right. Whatever. Okay, so on tonight's show, I've got a couple of things preloaded, and then we're gonna do what we did before, where we just go off script and we pick some websites.
Let's take a look at hot news.
Yeah, we'll do that. But first of all, I'm gonna do one that says "Don't Tell Mom." It's a little video that I came across. Kind of one of those interesting "Don't Tell Mom" videos. Here we go. A little rocket there.
I've actually seen this before. This is awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Huh?
I'm getting my tooth out.
How are you gonna do that?
Do I do rocket?
You're gonna fire a rocket off, and the rocket's tied to your tooth.
Yeah.
Looks like it's worked
Alright.
before.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, this parent.
You
That
gotta push-
Kid's had a missile
push
attack.
that So that lights up, and then when that
Watch
lights
this.
up, you have to push that one. Okay, you ready?
I can't even believe this. I didn't see it. I've never seen it. He's making the kid push his own button.
Yep.
Did it work?
It's gone.
Oh, and his tooth is gone too.
Yep.
Dude, that's funny.
His whole tongue is gone.
Oh my god.
That'd be funny if it wasn't ready to come out quite yet, and the kid just gets dragged.
That happened so fast that I didn't even. I didn't.
Well,
even
there's
realize it was gone.
there's a version of that where they do a real slow mo at the end of it, and it shows that. That's fantastic.
So the kid's tooth is totally gone.
Absolutely.
Went to the moon. Went to the
Yeah.
moon.
Went to the moon and back.
To the moon with you, Alice. To the moon.
Boy, there's a reference that most people won't get.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, huh?
Exactly. I'm old.
I went in to see a customer today, and I sat down, and one of them didn't notice me, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were one of the kids." And I'm like, "Well, I just colored my hair yesterday, so that's where that works." See,
You know, I was gonna mention you look 7, 8 years younger.
dude, I've lost
We're all very proud.
6 or 7 pounds, 7, 8
Nice.
pounds in the last.
Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing.
Fun that.
Are you
No.
you feeling like a rock star?
Well, I'm a little jealous of GP because I dig the hair.
Oh
and I
yeah,
had,
he
I had to
does.
cut
He's
mine
got
last week. Remember the custom?
JK got rid of the mullet.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys keep trying to tell me that being married's a good thing, and all I hear about are haircuts, and I don't know. I'm just,
Dude, your hair is so short it could be like a little Brillo pad or something.
and I still think it's too long. I had my hair all grown out down to my shoulders. I had it back in a ponytail for years, and then I went from that to literally shaving it.
You're almost a
So-
skinhead, and you said it's too long.
Yep, too long.
Wow.
I'm actually going to invert my scalp. I think that's my next step. It'll be that shit. I'm gonna have it grow in, because that's just the next stage.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna play it just for shits and giggles. I got a funny. Well, yeah, I got a funny one, and then we'll do some bachelor cooking show. But you gotta. Oh wait, that's not the one I want. I want this one. Want to get married. Now you guys have probably seen this. I don't know when it came out, but I just saw it today, and it is funnier than crap. Funnier than crap. I love this. Perfect. It's revenge.
Arts.
Oh, I love this. I just watched it.
Friends, it is time we move forward.
What is this from?
This is a bit untraditional, but I would like to take a moment to say something about my beautiful bride. It just can't wait. I can't think of anything that I want more than to share my life with you. From the first moment I met you, I knew that we were soulmates. Just this morning, my mom was commenting on how special our relationship is.
Where the hell is he going with this?
We have so much to look forward to in this life. Finding a house, finishing school, raising our beautiful children, and exploring all that life has to offer together. I have tried for so long to find the words to describe my feelings for you. An impossible task until this very moment.
Honey, what are you doing?
Kate, I have decided to give our family and friends a gift. Everyone under your seats is an envelope. Would you open it, please? Under there, Kate, is a gift I want them all to have. Travis, Here's one for you. I now know the words I was looking for. Fuck you. And fuck you. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and the bar's open outside.
That is fantastic.
He's laughing.
I want to know what that's from.
Is
I think we
JK? Did we lose JK?
I think we lost Jimmy. Are we still live? Are we still broadcasting?
He's still laughing.
Have we landed on the moon? He's still there laughing. He's just sitting there laughing. Oh,
He's
we are
mesmerized.
we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Have you seen that before?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Jim,
I
have you
was
seen
making-
that before?
It was Jim. You there? Jim? Hello? Hello? We lost him. It sounded like he was cutting out there too. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Tonight's show was brought to you by the Little Blue Pill.
I think he's going to try and dial us back, maybe.
Oh, he's going to have to.
Does that mean we got to hang up?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he can. Yeah, I think he can dive. He can dive back into this call. Yep. There we go. Hi, are you back? What's up?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm gonna start over.
Did we blow things up?
Oh no, I'm just gonna sue. Who can I sue? Comcast?
I would
Somebody?
start with them. I would start with Comcast.
Sue somebody with a lot of money. You see, that's what you have to do. This brings me to the San Francisco Giant fan that came down to L.A. decided to get inebriated. Get drunk before the game, get drunk during the game, get drunk after the game. Now, I'm not saying he deserved it, but he got into it with some Dodger fans, mouth back and forth. They were all drunk. Went out into the parking lot, and he got pummeled. Way beyond.
Yes, he did.
Way beyond what anybody should do to another human being. I'm not justifying that. But the two hoodlums that are in prison for beating the snot out of him have about $0 to their name. They don't have a pot to piss in.
I know. They got sued for what, $4 million each or something?
So they're gonna sue the Dodgers, which any attorney would do because that's their only hope for this guy. And it's the big feel sorry for me because I won't be able to take care of myself. I understand that, okay, and there's got to be other means, but the Dodgers are responsible for that.
Yeah.
So my
Exactly.
point is, JK, don't sue somebody without nothing. Go after the big guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
and to your point, by the way, why just stop at the Dodgers? Why not go after Budweiser and Jim Beam and just do it right? Because, I mean, quite frankly, they're just as at fault. And I mean that, too, to some degree. Although I do more believe that you're responsible for your own actions first and foremost. But, then again,
you're going
is
to blame
these
the
days?
Dodgers for pouring alcohol down the guy that led
Yeah.
to it? I don't
Yep. Hey, they served me. It's their fault.
Yeah.
They actually won that part of the case. Both guys owe compensatory damage, and the Dodgers do as well. But the Dodgers owe it for having improper security. That's what they got sued for. So in other words, they should have had a security guard out there right by where those guys were, monitoring their alcohol consumption after they left. I don't know. Anyway, is what it is.
What do you think, JK?
That happened a while ago, right?
No,
Well, the settlement just came down.
just
Oh, the
came
settlement
out.
did. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, people are responsible for their own actions. I think that the two guys should have went to prison for
They did.
long time.
They
But
did.
I mean, I don't know who you can really sue. I mean, you can.
You can sue anybody.
But
I mean,
you can. I mean, I'm saying I don't know who you should really sue or why. I mean,
Well, let's put it this way. Let me give you another scenario, JK. Okay. These are two well-established attorneys or well-established doctors or well-established athletes that both have millions of dollars in the bank. Guess what? The Dodgers would have never got sued. That's the bottom line. That's my point in this whole thing, is that the only reason the Dodgers got sued wasn't because they even felt they were guilty. It's because this attorney knew that that was the only hope they had, because those two guys don't have a dime to their name.
Right.
That's my,
This is a sue-happy country. Everybody can get sued. And just a sec, guys. Sorry. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, I just got handed this.
got served?
You're getting served?
Yeah, they're suing me because I'm wearing the hat, apparently.
Oh, nice.
I mean, who would have figured?
Does that mean I better get rid of
my
these?
fault.
Does that mean I better get rid of these guys?
I would recommend it quickly. They're out and about right now, so that's
They need money to pay for that lawsuit.
I do. Apparently, I've been named
jeez.
as a fan who didn't do anything to help him.
Copyright infringement wearing it on.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
See,
Come to one of our games.
what you need to do is you just
You know what's crazy about
wear
that?
the gear. Wear the gear.
There you go. You know what's crazy about that whole thing, JK?
What's that?
That the Dodgers did indeed lose that, and the Dodgers means that's the new ownership.
Yep.
McCord, who was owner at the time, has to pay nothing.
Yep. That's
Wow.
even better, isn't it?
So, well, I guess you assume all responsibilities, but the thing is, when they bought that from McCord, everybody knew that that was already in the courts, so they signed off on doing
Right.
that.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, it comes back to, like I said, you mentioned this, JK. You hit on this.
I probably did.
People need to be accountable, and that's what's wrong in our country is people are not accountable. This guy's not accountable. They're not saying, you know what, and I'm not saying, listen, I never said this guy got what he deserved. That's not the point.
Right.
Please don't sit here and say that I don't have a heart for this guy. What happened to him is just something, like you said, JK, they belong in prison, and they are, and hopefully for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
To do that to another human being that's defenseless, just to keep beating. That's like that CHP officer beating that lady on the highway. I still haven't heard the result on that one. But, you know, people snap or whatever they do, or, I mean, you know, there's a lot of knuckleheads walking out on our streets nowadays, and a lot of them do wear uniforms, so you don't know what you're going to run into.
Did you guys see the video of the uniform officer starting to beat the crap out of a non-uniform, what do you call it, out of uniform lieutenant accidentally? Yeah. Did you see that?
Two cops getting a fist fight, yeah.
Did you see that, GP?
No, I did not.
Who goes to jail on that one?
If you want to see it real quick?
Did they arrest each other?
You ready to lock and load?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Lock and load, folks.
Here we go.
Stay tuned. Let's watch this quick video. Let's watch this.
We're just flying off on tangents tonight. Let me start.
Let's go to the video, Jim. Let's go to the video.
Let's find. Oh, I know where I got it. Here, we're going to share my screen. We're going to go like this. And come up. Share my screen. And I've got it on my Facebook page. We'll go straight to my Facebook page. There we go.
I've got an interesting thing to bring up.
Go ahead.
No. After this.
Okay.
After this, for sure.
Let's go to the video, Jim.
Well, that's embarrassing. Two Miami cops duke it out.
Woohoo!
One of the guys screaming, "Do you know who the F I am?"
By the way, meanwhile in Florida.
Exactly.
No, this didn't happen in Florida, did it?
Watch this. Watch.
So we got a cop pulling another cop over.
But he doesn't know the guy's a cop. He's pulling over a speeder.
1 out of 12. 1 out of 12.
1 out of 12. I pulled over the perp. How would that not come back on his plate run?
Yeah.
Little glitch in the computer there, Brett.
Look at the size of this guy.
He's pretty big by Mama Jama.
watch this, GP. Very good. Here it goes.
Why can't we hear what they're saying? I want to know what's going on.
You eventually can.
They're asking where they want to go for dinner.
Get back in the car. That's the lieutenant he's got on the ground.
He's got the lieutenant on the ground.
Look at how many cops showed up already. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is up with that? Okay, hold on.
Seconds.
That's impossible.
No.
That can't be right.
The guy's on the ground yelling, "You know who the F I am?" A couple of the guys are like, "Oh, wait, no, he's lieutenant, man. He's lieutenant. He's the lieutenant of internal affairs."
Oh my gosh! I hope
The
somebody's losing a job.
The next video, the black guy sitting in his car, you can hear him on the phone for like 5 minutes talking to his boss. Guy's like, "You broke my fucking glasses!"
Dude.
They both got suspended.
Both of them did?
Yeah. Is that my dog or is that in the video? You're driving me nuts.
That's not my dog.
He's on a cell phone talking to somebody right now, the cop that took him down?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling his boss going, "I'm in trouble."
Honey, I think I'm going to be home early for dinner.
It looks like I'll be home early today.
Take that job that they offered you, honey, because I don't have one anymore.
Oh, wow. Cops, man, they just deserve each other, don't they?
Too much testosterone.
They just deserve each other. And by the way, just whether that guy's a cop or not, it's like that's how we handle things these days.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Well, wait a second. In defense of the first officer, and I don't know the whole thing that's going on here, because like you said, you can't say anything. This guy starts getting out of his car. Now, you know, these guys all think, like J.K. said, that there's this thing where these guys don't unwritten code of silence.
Yeah, right.
Is that what you say, J.K.?
Yeah.
It is. It's the good old
so
boys.
This guy may just assume, hey, you know what? You need to know who I am, and you shouldn't even be pulling me over because I'm a cop. No, you deserve to be treated like anybody else.
I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play about a minute of this. This is the black guy in his car now. The officer. Listen to this.
Hey Rick, man, I got into some shit, dog.
I got into some shit, man.
Who's he talking to?
So I fucking 19 a vehicle, dog. It's a regular vehicle, regular tag, everything. I walk up to the guy, bro. You know, I asked him for his driver's license, registration, insurance. He's like, you know, he's like quiet with me. And he's like, "What's all that stuff on your face?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" I said, "Sir, that's none of your concern." And then he pushes open the door, bro, like hits me with the door. Yeah, dog. So I pushed the door back, like, "Hey, stay in the car."
Yeah, dog.
He's like, "I'm lieutenant of police. I'm lieutenant of police." And he pushes his way out. So I took him to the ground. And I straddled him and I told him to stop. Dude, luckily some K9 officers pulled up and helped me out.
Yep.
Dude, this guy's a lieutenant from my area. I'm like, for our department. And I'm like, "Yo, I don't know who you are, bro. You don't jump out on me." I said, "I don't care if you're a lieutenant or who you are. You know, you don't."
He's right. He's right.
Yes, Rick. Yes.
Rick is the sergeant.
I'm calling FOP now, but they told me to call back in 10 minutes to speak to somebody. I told them I need somebody on the phone now.
All right, I get this. That's funny.
Lieutenant Blanco.
Yeah. Lieutenant Blanco. Now he's calling the guy a white guy. The white lieutenant guy, Blanco.
Well, but that's okay though. That's okay.
It's
perfectly okay to call white males anything Other than friend
Late for
or
dinner. Ain't
late for dinner, sure. Yeah.
Don't call white people late for dinner. That's all.
Don't ever do that.
I think the guy did exactly like he would do with anybody else. And you guys, I mean, right
That
or
might
wrong.
be the problem, though.
Hang on a second, Brett. You get pulled over by the police, and if what he's saying is legit now, okay, we're going by what was seen and what was said that we have in front of us. You get asked for your license and registration. Driving is not your right. Okay, it's a privilege, and you have to show proof. And when you get pulled over, especially J.K. said he got pulled over for speeding. The guy was speeding. But then there's these cops that think they can get away with whatever they want because they don't play by the same rules. And you know what? This is a great situation for us to all view and see, because you know what? That cop got treated like anybody else would. And if you get out of your car like that, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You have no right to.
And he said that later in that phone call, the officer said, I pulled him over because he was going too fast, too close to a pedestrian.
Well, I will say this.
On the way to a call. Yeah.
I will say this though. I guarantee you, had it been the officer, had roles reversed, he would have done the same thing. Is my guess. He would have still gotten out of the car. And by the way, my guess is the guy that got pulled over, the lieutenant, he identified himself, I'm sure, right away as I'm a cop. I'm a cop. Well, and yet it escalated.
I don't know that. I'm just, like I said, Brett, I'm not going to assume those things. I'm basing my opinion on what we have in front of us. And until something else comes up, if what he's saying is legit, he asked him for that, and he's asking him, what's that on your face or whatever, instead of doing what he's supposed to do, and then he tries to get out of the car, he's 100% wrong. And you know who needs to get suspended is the guy that was in the car.
They both did.
I know, but you know what?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Yeah.
I think the guy that handled that situation, based on what I have in front of me, he did what he's instructed to do, and he was right. And I think the other guy was totally wrong. He should have been, especially if you're a cop. You go above and beyond. Yeah, Brett, you're right. You know what? Show your badge, show some ID, tell them who you are, but make a smart remark and then try and get out of your car.
This is one of the rare cases where I'm actually on the officer side that pulled him over. I mean, because
I thought you were going to say one of the rare sides that I'm on the side of the officer.
Why, the guy that pulled him over, I think he was right. I mean, he pulled him over for a reason, a legitimate reason, it sounds like. And this whole thing could have gone down a lot differently. I mean,
and the lieutenant was just a hard ass. He's a typical hard ass.
Don't you think, JK?
Yeah.
In front of if what we have in front of us is the truth.
Right.
I agree 100% with you, JK.
I think.
Yeah. It's a who do you think you are pulling? It's a who do you think who you are pulling me over?
Yeah, and that leads to the other stuff that JK has talked about in the past. That's what my point is, where these guys think they're above the law, they cover for themselves, and they do this and that. And this is a situation where, you know what, they couldn't do that because it was cop on cop. Who's covering for who?
Exactly.
Right.
Who sues who now?
Exactly.
That's great.
They don't make Isuzus anymore.
I'm just glad
who sues who?
And you know what? Not to go anywhere but my honest opinion and my honest feelings. I'm glad it was the black guy taking the white guy down.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Black power, baby.
No, wow. I just mean because then because now that at least hear me out. There's no racial tension to where if it was versed the other way, there's no respect for a black guy who's a lieutenant. They automatically think because he's driving a car that he's a thug, and this guy was a what I mean. There's none of that. None of that could be twisted.
Right, no Al Sharpton, no Jesse Jackson.
Driver
can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Obama can't say. That driver, it could be my son.
Could be my son. And that's the problem with this story, actually, is because there's not enough entertainment value. Oh, it's a white guy in the car? It's no fun. Come on.
You guys want
to switch gears?
Yeah. Wait, you got something. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys know now that this is something we've talked about, I think, in the past. So correct me if I'm wrong. EBT cards, correct?
Yeah.
All right, we all know what that is.
Yes, okay. We do.
It's a how do we say? New way of defining food stamps, right?
Of course, it's a nice way of saying you're on welfare.
And
It's like a visa.
yeah, and you know that all these fast food restaurants are now accepting EBT cards, right?
Pizza places started that trend, yeah.
At our expense. That means the tax. And you guys up in Oregon, I think now.
We can use them at massage parlors, and we can use them in the Washington State dispensaries for marijuana now.
And
Yes, you can.
and I believe that to the tune of 2.5 or 3.5 million dollars, they were taken at casinos.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, my brother showed me that article when I was in town, either last trip or the trip before. But here's my thing, okay? And this is the question I posed to you two young men. Keyword being young. Do you think this is just coincidence, okay, that now all those restaurants are taking EBT cards at the same time that we're going to see this huge spike in the minimum wage? So basically what they're doing is they're in a sleight of hand way, in my opinion, okay, they're passing that on to the taxpayers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be.
in a weird way. Well, you'll see price increases, and you'll see that being passed along. And actually, you know, if you think about it right now, we've got, you know, thousands upon thousands of illegals entering the country that are all going to be getting one of those cards in the next 6 months because we can't let them starve. So they go where? To fast food. So there you go. They're covering their bases, man.
I just want to have some dollar amounts in front of me, factual information. I posed the question. This will never happen, of course. I'm in fantasy land. But I'd like to see the increase in those fast food restaurants in the business industry, what they've gained since they've started taking these EBT cards, and then what they're going to lose in raising of the minimum wage, and not see that we don't see a wash there.
Just see if there's a correlation to it.
Right. Well, you know, in Seattle, in one of the counties in Seattle, they raised it to $15 an hour. But it doesn't take effect until November, and they've got a group of people that are getting it actually put on the ballot to vote, because the citizens did not get a vote on that. It was voted through by the city council.
Yeah.
And who gives those kind of people that kind of power?
Right.
If the people want it and the people are willing to do it and all that, that's fine. Go ahead, JK. What you got for us, buddy?
Well, since we're talking about blacks and police officers and Hispanics and EBT cards, there's a guy on CNN. Most of these guys are race baiters, and you know what a race baiter is, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, somebody who's trying to put. Okay, this is one of the let's see if I have it on here. I don't know if I loaded it or if I was just going to show you. Okay, I'm just going to show you on my screen then. There's a guy named Don Lemon. Wait, I won't lower my standard to raise yours. Nice. There you go. Oh, that's on your shirt? You're wearing that shirt?
Yes, sir.
Nice. All right. So Don Lemon is a I'll just say he's gay, he's black, he's on CNN newscaster, and he's a race baiter. So he interviewed Paul Rodriguez, a Hispanic comedian. So-called
comedian.
Well, so-called comedian, and he thought that he was going to get the answer that he would assume from a Hollywood liberal Hispanic guy, right?
Right.
Uh-oh. We got some backfire.
Let's go to the video, Jim.
Let's see. Oh,
go to the film.
Go to the film.
And let's go to the video, Jim.
Screen region. Here we go. Don Lemon shocked by Paul Rodriguez supporting deportation of illegal children. And here we go. Here's Don Lemon setting it up.
Paul, let me start with you. You know, we're a nation of immigrants. Look out there tonight at the Statue of Liberty. We have compassion for children. Why are we so divided in this country as to what to do about this problem?
I don't
don't think we are divided. I think America has is heart in the right place. We need to be compassionate. We need to be strong and enforce our laws. It is precisely why we should make it clear in these countries that regardless of the trauma that they're obviously going through, but name me a Latin American country that doesn't have poor people, we have to set laws. We have to invest and let them know that it isn't the land of milk and honey, that life isn't easy here. You know, my heart goes out to the parents that have to traumatize their kids to go through Mexico. They must go through terrible abuse. But at the same time, if we accept these children and we don't repatriate them, it's only going to send out a clear signal to everyone in Latin America that if you get to America, you will stay here. And then if you think those numbers are big now, it's hard to trust the statistics.
People may be surprised to hear that coming from someone who is an immigrant.
Absolutely. But, you know, there are ways to come to this country. You know, there are ways, there are legal ways. Look, once they're here, I'm not saying to be cruel to them or anything like that, but if we accept, let's say we accept these children, we let them to stay here in America, we give them good homes, what is this going to say to everybody else? Are we prepared to be overwhelmed? Because that's exactly what's going to happen.
I want you guys to listen to the president.
Let me just say, let's take the father's side. Let us say we allow these 7,000 children to stay here and grow up American and go to our schools. What do we say to the 60,000 that are going to follow them? And the 150,000 that will follow? Can we house them all, Father? Do we have the whereabouts? We can't even take care of our own kids here now. I know that you're supposed to show compassion.
Let them weigh in.
Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
I take back what I said. Paul Rodriguez is one of the funniest comedians I've ever. And
I
very intelligent,
fully.
and a very intelligent man on top of that.
He was cutting off the priest, saying, "Listen, Father, for a Hispanic guy and for a
I don't
Catholic,
know that I
it's hard
want
to do."
I don't know that if I'm the Catholic Church that I want to have a priest on there inviting young children into this country.
God.
Maybe not the best.
What?
Maybe not the best ambassador.
Hey! You correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, do I not have a valid point there?
Send us your little boys. Send us your beat boys. Send us all of your boys.
How much money? How much money did the Catholic Church pay out?
You see, the thing is, yet again, this isn't a moral problem. It's a math problem. Because if you look at the way our system is set up and the way that it is being, the demands on our system, our economic system and our social system to help those that are less fortunate, it's already strained to the gills. We have a government that wants more and more from us, and we have more and more people who aren't supposed to be here who want more and more from us. It's a math problem. We can't keep giving it. We don't have it to give, and as I said in my post, you can't go helping people until you fix yourself.
Thank you.
Did Greg get dinner or something right there? Was that what happened?
I'm trying to fix a light bulb that burned out in my garage.
What?
I just lost a light bulb. See how dark my screen got?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
now I have a dilemma.
Tool time with GP. What's your dilemma?
Minor technical difficulty.
I don't like to be unprofessional.
Yes. What's your dilemma?
What happened?
Oh, she just look at that though. See, now there is something to be said for being married right there.
What?
Look at that. That looks like mashed potatoes and gravy. And what is that? A little flank steak or is that flat iron? What is that?
Yeah, that's a potato.
Right?
Steak, blackberries.
Oh, geez, a blackberry and blue cheese salad or something there.
Hey, JK.
Yeah.
Look at you. Well, hey, good night, everybody.
We're gonna play a video now, and
and let's take a commercial break. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
No, you want to advertise on the blast?
While Jim's eating his dinner, we're going to go to a commercial break. Hey, JK, did I tell you I will be back in Portland in August? Is it too early for me to put in my order for dinner?
The food order?
You could put it in.
I'm coming up for dinner that night, too.
When are you coming up?
Doesn't mean I'll get it. I will be there on the 23rd No,
Okay.
16th to the 23rd.
All right. So when you're done, I might be going back with you, or a couple of weeks after, because you and I are attending a private party. There may be somebody who can give us a little help with the show. I can't say anything about it on air right now, but there's a friend that I've got down in LA who is in the food business, and he's also an entrepreneur and other things.
Yeah.
So we'll talk off the air, but it could be kind of cool.
Right on.
Hey, so everybody who's watching, no suspense whatsoever. I mean,
yeah.
Just ignore the man behind the curtain.
I just want to make sure my room's still available if there's food like that.
Oh yeah, your room's available. Let's hit a couple of these things real quick.
Let's do that. I'm sorry, I got us way offline here, man.
No, that's good. I just keep forgetting what screen region.
We got to catch back up. We got a lot of catching up to do. Let's blow
through this. Guess how many bills the Senate has actually voted on this year?
God, you know what? I would say it's less than 10.
An analysis of votes held this year by the Senate shows the Senate's doing very little legislative work on the average, holding a major vote on a bill every 9 days. Now, I got a question. Is that a problem?
Yeah.
I would think so.
I would think the less bills they pass, the better. So I don't have a problem with that.
That's actually a good way of looking at it. You know, I point this out to the kids all the time. You know, do you think you live in the freest country in the world? Well, yeah, of course we live in the United States. Yeah, we live in the land of the free and the home of the brave, and we're free. And I'm like, do you realize that there are more laws and regulations preventing you from doing things in this country than anywhere else in the world? And that's a fact.
And they're not fixing a damn thing. That's what's crazy. I mean, it'd be all right. Quit voting on all these freaking bills and laws and tax. Just fix the problems that we have. You know what? Do we have immigration laws?
Yes.
A bunch of them. They just don't enforce them.
We just need to enforce the ones we have. There's no.
Why shouldn't they vote to enforce the ones we already have? Let's stop playing BS games and changing stuff over 4 years.
Even more to the point, why do they even have to vote on that? Just do it. Right. It's already been done.
Yeah, and Obama keeps calling out the Senate and the Congress and stuff for not passing laws.
Listen,
and it's like, dude,
it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. They point at one side, the other side points back. The reality is, it's all done very systematically. It's all on purpose. It's to make us think that something's actually happening. And I still stand by it. When the cameras are off and the doors are closed, these guys are laughing at us.
Yeah. All right. You want to see the new trend?
Shows how much money we're wasting.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You want to see the new trend in America?
Real quick, JK. Real quick. Can I just piggyback that? I'm so glad you brought this one up because the other day I was watching something on the deal where they did actually vote for something in the Congress.
Yeah.
And how many guys don't even show up to vote when they do? It's like, where are those guys at? Like they really you just get a note from your mother that you won't be there today?
Now, didn't we hire these guys by voting them? We hired them to go represent us. And you know what? If I don't show up at work,
guess what?
To do my job,
guess what?
50% of them, when Obama said, "I'm going to go around you," 50% of them stood up and clapped because they don't want to do their job.
Yeah. And when Obama said, "I'm just going to have to go around you," that was like 4 guys that day. It was just 4 of them. So he just was like, "Excuse me."
Here, you guys are going to want to see that.
I don't know about you, Brad, but when I don't show up for work, I don't get paid.
That's
right.
You know, maybe we should base salaries of Congress. Oh, geez, look at that! What a great idea, man. Let's base Congress's salaries on the number of days that they participate.
When we finally get to the new trend, you guys are going to be so disappointed in yourselves for sitting here talking about Harry Reid.
All right, let's go.
I love Harry Reid. What do you mean?
You're going to be so disappointed that you spent so much time. Here we go. The new trend.
Let's do it.
Shows how girls with guns is the new big thing.
Oh, man. Why were we talking about politics? I will tell you right now, I'm enjoying me some girls with guns right now.
I'm telling you, that's the new deal.
Oh, my gosh, and she has a rifle in her hand.
Oh, yeah. the fastest growing demographic of new gun owners and new concealed carry license holders in America is women. More power to them. Nothing levels the playing field in a fight between a 250-pound man and a 100-pound woman like a firearm.
That is awesome.
So look at this ad. Girls and guns. You're seeing more advertising, more money spent on girls and guns.
Mm. You know, there is a danger here, though. There is a danger to this, although I'm very much for it. You know, once a week out of every month, this could be a very, very bad thing. I'm just saying.
Those firearms should not be allowed. They've got a rig where 1 week out of the month they don't work.
You get them for 3 weeks out of the month, and then there's 1 week where it's got to be locked up in the safe. Either that or I get to leave for that week because one wrong word.
It's a computerized gun, Brett, and the computerized gun automatically shuts down.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about locking it up.
Link it to their biometrics.
Shuts down.
What the
heck was that? Village People? Was that Village People?
There it is. Look at this.
Nice.
If there's a war on women, then women need firearms.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
No, this was, look at that, separated at birth.
That's
pretty darn close.
I knew I recognized those Moai.
Here's the Village People.
Oh, that is fantastic.
What we do in our own
bedrooms is none of your
business.
Which is why we have parades, block traffic, and then force people to see examples of what we do in our bedroom. That's exactly it.
Classic. Yeah, just keep it in your bedroom. That's all we've ever said. You don't even have to keep it in your pants once you're in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Right.
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
I could care less. I just don't want to hear about it.
Hey, I promise I won't talk about what I do if you don't talk about what you do.
Yeah. Right. We're not going to talk about this one, but did you guys see the TV reporter who got demoted and then he quit after there was a
Oh, yes, I saw this one today.
Yeah, rookie cop gets ambushed, basically. As soon as he got out of his car, they shot him. And I don't know, I didn't see this video. Maybe we'll watch it. It's a 2-minute
Did you see the video? JK,
huh?
Did you see the video interview of the guy's wife?
No.
Oh, dude, seriously. Okay? This is what happens. From what I understand, this also happened at a Walmart.
Oh, wait a minute.
Go figure.
The shooter's wife.
He goes into a Walmart, takes the security guy's gun. The security guy says, call 911. Cop shows up on the scene. The guy that took the gun, okay,
yeah,
shoots a cop and kills him.
I remember this, yeah.
Cops show up and shoot and kill him. They interview his wife, the suspect, the shooter's wife, and she's going on and on, ranting and raving. We're talking, hey, your typical EBT, out of control, talking about how he should have taken out more cops and they should not have shot him. What'd she say? Like he's a rabbit running across the road or something. Like,
right.
Wow.
Did you not see that he just killed an officer for no reason?
Wow. Well, I don't know if this is the exact same shooting. Let's see what this says here.
Before grabbing his gun. I also spoke with Campbell's wife, and her comments were nothing short of shocking.
Oh no, he should have took more with him if that's the case. That's how I feel. That's God for him, but that's how I feel. If that's the case, he should have took more with him. If they was gonna stand over my husband and shoot him like a dog, he should have took all of them. That's how I feel.
Angela Campbell said repeatedly that her husband didn't go nearly far enough in a shooting rampage that killed rookie cop Melvin Santiago. Standing next to an impromptu street memorial to the father of their 6-year-old daughter, she expressed little sympathy for the murdered officer or his grieving family. Ms. Campbell also had no sense as to what prompted the 27-year-old ex-convict to commit an apparent premeditated attack on unsuspecting cops. Did you see any indication going into this as well?
No, I was asleep. Sorry for the officer family. That's, whatever. But at the end of the day, you got a family too. All they care about is the officer.
Ms. Campbell echoed the anti-cop mentality of many we spoke with in that crime-ridden neighborhood today. Law enforcement officials say Officer Santiago was committed to serving the people of the 4th District, the most dangerous in Jersey City. So dangerous, in fact, that Walgreens security guard Pierre Monsanto felt compelled to carry a handgun at work. He told News 12 New Jersey that Lawrence Campbell punched him twice in the face before grabbing his gun and then opening fire on police.
He hit me right there.
Oh, he punched you? And then what, he grabbed your gun?
Yes.
What kind of gun did you have?
45.
45 caliber? Were you licensed to carry it? What was
Wow.
You look like he was hot. Now, it's worth noting that we were besieged, flooded with calls from police officers furious that we would give media coverage to the life of a cop killer. It's understandable. We decided to air it because it's important to shine a light on this anti-cop
This guy got
mentality
fired
that has
for
so
saying this right
contaminated
here.
America's inner cities.
Yep.
This same sick, perverse line of thinking is evident from Jersey City to Newark and Patterson to Trenton. It has made the police officer's job impossible, and it has got to stop. The underlying cause for all of this, of course, young black men growing up without fathers. Unfortunately, no one in the news media has the courage to touch that subject. Rick.
And he got fired for that.
Nailed it.
Today on one of the
It's true, though.
radio shows, they showed Obama saying exactly the same thing about 2 months ago.
This is great, JK. I'm serious, man. If this is not the Lord doing this, I don't know what is, man, because this is exactly what my buddy and I were talking about at dinner tonight when you called me about the show. And I said, I hope we talk about this tonight, because you know what? I just got back from San Diego 2 days ago, where I talked with you guys in the past about how I watch these guys running out with stuff left and right, ripping off places, and I just can't sit back. It's not my DNA. So this young black kid and young Hispanic kid, both about 18 to 19 years old, walk into the CVS. Clean-cut kids, I didn't think anything of it. I'm loading up my, unloading some product out of my van to take into the store, and they come running out with 3 bottles of booze each, 3 half-gallon bottles, laughing and run into a car that's a getaway car. And here comes this young Hispanic girl trying to run after them and chase them. She works at the store. So I'm thinking old school, where, you know what, man, tackle these guys and wait for the cops. And I said, no, you can't do that these days, man. You'll get sued. I'll get fired. So I just grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil and went up, wrote down the description of the guys, the car, the license plate, and everything else, and waited for the cops and gave it to them so they could go to the house and arrest them, right?
That's harassment.
So I talked to the lady. I just went. This is a month and a half ago. So fast forward to 2 days ago, I go in and I'm talking to this lady. She's the nicest woman that you'd ever meet. She's a black woman from Mississippi. And you know what? When I told her the story, she goes, "Oh, that's right. I remember hearing that somebody did that." She wasn't there when this happened, but they told her, and she goes, "Oh, that was you. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing that," right? Then she tells me exactly what JK just said the president said. She says, these young kids nowadays, these black kids don't have a father in the house. Nobody's keeping track of them. Mother's trying to work and keep the family going. Nobody's home, and then they're out on the streets. Because we're both saying that we got to grab these kids young in order to make a change. Once they've been into this type of thing for 10, 15 years, they're going to be career criminals. They won't even come to the grocery stores to arrest shoplifters anymore. The cops don't even worry about that, don't care about it. That's all they used to do when I first started the industry in 1975. Fast forward to today, it's no big deal. They don't care. They won't even come unless there's somebody getting shot, beat up, or whatever. Then they'll come. But until then, they don't have the time. And the thing is, it's sad because these guys know that. They got a free reign, and they're just going to keep doing the crime because nobody's doing anything to stop it.
There's a new movie that's coming out, and I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's something to do where you get 24 hours to cause all the mayhem you want, murder, do whatever.
Yeah, it's called Purge.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
The Purge.
Real nice. Plant some more seeds in these young kids' minds.
Well, yeah, there's all kinds of suggestive overtones to that. Oh, and by the way, I love this 6 Californias.
Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable.
So,
what's next? What's next? What's next?
GP, talk about
you want
this
more
for a minute.
Californias? I'll give you more Californias. They didn't think 1 California was enough. Now we're going to have 6 of them?
What's going on with that, GP? You live down there. I don't get it.
You know what? I don't either. I came home the other day and heard about this, and I really want to know who's behind this, because you see, this is what I'm
new though. This isn't new.
No. This is what I'm curious to see, because you got San Diego area, okay, and if San Diego area branches off, let's just hypothetically here, okay. Then you go to the purple area, which I believe would be more of what it would be considered Orange County. If you don't think that we'll ever have military on the border, you got a rude awakening. Because if something like this goes into play, I can guarantee you right now, where that purple gets separated at the top.
Isn't that Northern California though, right next to the blue? Blue's Northern California.
Now the orange.
This is the new state of Jefferson. That's been in play for a long time. Jefferson State. That's been in play for a long time.
So what's going to happen right off the bat? And I'm wondering who's behind doing this, because I think a lot of
venture capitalists. This guy right here.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are tired of different things happening in different areas because the state's so divided.
There's too many people in the state, and you've got your high population areas that are controlling all the vote.
And no problem is solved.
Yeah, he's a venture capitalist. It's a money thing for that guy.
I would not be surprised, JK, if there's not conservative Republicans behind this, because exactly what Brett's just saying. And you'll see in Orange County, I can guarantee you, between those two, I guarantee you, you'll see a border patrol like never before. They're not going to just let that thing go wide open.
Yep.
Right. Did you see this bonehead, what's his name, Jason Biggs again? He made some dumbass comment here a couple months, I don't know, a year or two ago when somebody died. And now he tweets today with the Malaysia Airlines that got shot down in Ukraine. As much as the world looked on in horror at the tragic crash of the Malaysian Airlines passenger plane, Jason Biggs decided to make light of the situation on Twitter. He tweeted, "Anyone want to buy my Malaysian Airlines frequent flyer miles?"
Well, I just want to say this much right off the bat before Brett comments. Any clown that has the opportunity to hook up with one of the finest women that's ever walked the face of the earth, and Shannon Elizabeth, and totally screws it up and blows it, I don't know if you trust anything coming out of his mouth. And you saw what he did instead of being with Shannon Elizabeth, what he did to the pie. Go ahead, Brett.
Well, he'd rather have the pie. Pie's nicer. No, I mean, this is, to me, this is the Ukraine is already saying, oh, it was Russia. The Ukraine is angry that we haven't come to their aid and provided them with more in their stand against the Soviet, Russia trying to come back in. Listen, this is
the third plane that's been shot down though in the last week and a half, and the pilot had the discretion on where to fly. And just yesterday, the Russian missile fired by the Ukraine people took down a plane. It wasn't a passenger jet. So I don't know, they should.
Right. Well, I think this is all just designed to provoke something, and I think this is leading to something bigger. So, and you look at what's going on in Gaza right now. I mean, the powder keg right now, the fuse isn't lit. I mean, it's actually hit the powder at this point.
I want to know where that other plane is.
The missing one?
Yeah.
Hey, they're almost on it. They've got it. It's out there in the ocean.
OJ's looking for it.
Right. OJ is going to find that any day now. He's all over it.
Because the guy that murdered his wife was on that plane.
Do you know what I heard though?
What?
Is that there is a new theory now that says that it crashed in the Alps, and that Yetis dismantled the plane to hide it. So
Yeti.
Yeah, and I wouldn't the abominable snowman, Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
These Russian rebels 2 weeks ago did go in and steal a bunch of stuff from the Ukraine and bragged about it, and now this happens?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't care where your stand is, just your political stance, your desire for freedom. You don't shoot down planes full of people. You just don't do it. I mean, it's
innocent. They're saying it was a mistake.
Well,
innocent people.
Is it ever a mistake? I mean, I don't know. It's Is
Hey,
Michelle Obama a man?
Did we play Jody Miller yet?
No, we have not played Jody.
Play Jody Miller real quick before we go. And I'm sitting here looking. I'm so disappointed. I had this really cool little video that I wanted to show you. Doggone it! All right.
Golly gosh darn it!
Oh, by the way, Brett, JK, I just wanted to say to you guys that look for that gentleman that had the boldness and the brave guts to stand up and say what he did say on air. And yeah, he did get terminated because everybody's buckling into pressure on this politically correct crap. He will be working for Fox very soon, and just last week, if you saw the 5, they spoke about that exact thing going on. How all these people are going to start losing their jobs over everything, and they're just this crazy thing you can't do or say anything.
You can't upset anybody anymore. But that's not true though, because it's perfectly okay to upset people that say don't believe in gay marriage. It's perfectly okay to trounce on them. That's okay,
sure.
because they're wrong, and social opinion says they're wrong. But that's the whole ironic thing of it, is you want me to follow what you believe, but you won't take what I believe with any due credit. I don't know.
Sure.
This country's so screwed. The world, I love it.
You got that loaded, ready to go, JK?
It's almost comical to watch.
She's right
Jody
there.
Miller.
Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Miller.
Jody, give it to us.
This is one of the funnier ones.
Hey everybody, welcome to Newsbusting. I'm Jody Miller. Let's get started. A recent poll shows Americans think President Obama is the worst president since World War II. And when he heard the news, Jimmy Carter totally gave himself a high five.
Finally, vindicated.
Overtaken Saudi Arabia as the world's biggest oil-producing country. Wow. And you thought liberals hated America before.
Very true.
A recent trip to the Mexican border, Democrat Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee brought lollipops to give away to illegal immigrant children. She had planned on bringing voter registration forms, but those were still at the printer. A new European law allows people to remove their names from negative news stories on Google. So you know what that means. In Europe, you can no longer Google any stories about Joe Biden. Black unemployment is now twice that of white Americans. And today, Kanye West just said Barack Obama doesn't care about black people. California just won the right to trademark the phrase, "What would Jesus do?" Hey, I know what Jesus wouldn't do. He wouldn't trademark the phrase, "What would Jesus do?" And finally, Burger King has introduced a new gay pride Whopper sandwich. It's just like a regular Whopper, but if you choose not to order one, you're immediately accused of a hate crime. Thanks for watching Newsbuzz, everybody. I'm Jody Miller. Make sure to tell your friends about us. We'll catch you next time.
Exactly.
I thought you had some thing loaded up, ready to go, video.
That was it. That was the video. She wasn't there live. That was actually the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't get her on the show.
Yeah. But I've got something that will help. Well, I was going to say it would help Bachelor and Brett, but this is actually a cool little idea.
Right
Watch
on.
this. I dig this. Here we go. Cook corn Bachelor style.
I saw this. It doesn't work. I tried this the other night. I'm not kidding.
Put it in the microwave for 4 minutes.
And I squeeze it from the end, and I open it up, and voila.
It doesn't work. I tried it. It does. I saw this, and I literally tried it. I thought that was the neatest thing since sliced bread.
What happened?
It doesn't work. Oh, the corn came out all just not good. It was dried and just chewy. It was and it wouldn't slide out. It didn't slide out like
And
that.
then you have the whole problem that when you go to eat it, you don't have that thing at the end to hold on to eat your corn.
Right. We got to get the little picks.
Oh,
You gotta get the picks.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
The corn cob holder.
I don't like those. I like to go al natural.
Oh, I do too. I prefer it. I must admit.
Thank you.
Now, when you butter your corn, do you actually take it and set it on top of the stick of butter and roll it? Because If you're not doing that, you don't know how to butter corn. I'm telling you.
Of course, you know what I mean. Sprinkle a little salt on there and go to town.
Absolutely, I could eat about 20 of those.
Oh, I love it.
Right now, I could.
Yes.
Tim McGraw was singing out in the audience when he suddenly slapped a woman.
Did he?
I don't know.
So happy. I'm so happy.
Did he slap her? Would he slap her on the rear? High fiver? What are we talking?
I don't know. I'm just looking at what Jim's got going on. Yeah, what do we have here? What is this?
Major country star.
This is
singing out in the audience when he suddenly slapped the woman.
I doubt it was on purpose. He was probably trying to give everybody high fives. Maybe he just doesn't like women in his concerts.
Oh,
what was that?
I don't know. Look at this.
Oh, she's screaming. That's why I'd slap her too.
Yeah, never mind. It was justified.
I would slap the heck out of her.
What is going on here? Oh. Oh, she was trying to pull him down or something?
Pulling her back. He went nuts. They pulled her back.
Well, they pulled her back, so
I think it was justified.
Let's see if this one shows it from a different angle.
This is a different angle. This is quality news right here. See, he's just giving high fives and stuff.
Oh, he hit her on the head. What the fuck? He goes, what the fuck? He grabbing the, grab the shorts. Grabbed the pants or whatever and his crotch, and she tried to pull the pants off him. And there she goes, right there she is right there.
Well, that's how good. Well, see, that's how good that guy is. I mean, I would try that too. I mean, he is gorgeous, you know.
Yeah, I have to agree. I liked him in the Blind Side. He looked really good. He was very handsome.
Wow. Holy mackerel. You know, shit. I wasn't going to show this story. I'm not going to either.
Premeditated.
No, I'm not going to either. You know, it's... What's this?
I don't know.
Oh, I've seen this.
That thing, and and the governor, y'all problem is y'all just sitting up there collecting checks. If y'all really want to run the city of Detroit, come around here in every block of the city of Detroit, look through these houses, they ain't no good, tear that down so people can stop finding dead relatives in these damn houses and pay these damn Detroit cops what they supposed to earn for being out here protecting the city of Detroit. If not, put my office. I'll show you how to damn run the city of damn Detroit. And I don't know nothing about it. But I learned quick, fast, and hurry to get y'all sorry up out of here and do the right damn thing. That's why the hell the city of Detroit. That's why people don't want to come to the city of Detroit. Because y'all sorry getting off your and doing it was y'all damn family members. Y'all to do the right damn thing. So kiss my black to get off the office. Bye.
Wow.
Somebody interfere.
Tell me your name.
Oh, my name is Melinda Brown Duncan, baby. Now, come find me. I'll show you what better to run the city of Detroit. It's sorry.
Wow, what a peach.
What happened there? Somebody wasn't protecting her?
Just keeping it real, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Nothing on Facebook that's worth watching?
No, not tonight.
Jim's trolling. They're going to take this guy down. Did you guys hear what happened in L.A. today?
What? No.
A car chase.
No way. A car chase? What? No way.
Check this out. 3 guys go into a bank to rob the bank, and their intention is to take their intentions.
Oh yeah.
To take
so wait, hold on. 3 guys go into a bank. One's a Mexican, one's a Hispanic, one's a white guy.
3 guys are going into a bank to rob a bank, and their intent is to take hostages with them, and they do. The first 2 guys throw the 2 hostages out of the moving vehicle once they get going. Those 2 guys are no longer alive. The third one kept the hostage and is now in jail, but is alive. So, keep the hostage or you're going to lose your life.
Oh, good enough. Nice.
No, wait a minute. Let's back up here.
Yeah.
Isn't this the one that they had the AK-47 and they used the hostage as a shield? Is that the same one or different?
Yeah. These guys were loaded to the hill. They had bullets strapped and taped all up and down their bodies. Dude,
but I thought they all got killed because the hostage got killed.
From what I heard on the news, now I could be wrong, but I just heard on the news on the way home is that the 2 guys dumped their hostages out of a moving vehicle, and the 2 hostages are supposed to be okay. They weren't hurt badly, and then those 2 were taken out. The other one, from what I heard now, and you could be right, but what the news said was that he's
well, the hostage at least was murdered.
I didn't hear about that. I just heard
there was more bullet holes in that car than you've ever seen. We'll find it in a second, but here, I was looking for this video earlier. I want to play this for you. They found this tunnel leading from Palestine over to Israel, and they got very, very close as soon as Israel found them. Watch this.
Uh-oh. Is this going to get ugly?
I don't know.
If you don't have a strong stomach, you may not want to watch this.
No. Heavily armed. I'll eat the rest of my dinner while watching it.
You have a very strong stomach, young man.
Yeah. Heavily armed terrorists didn't see this coming when they emerged from their tunnel.
Was there a rabbit there?
Watch. Those are all terrorists.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh. I know what's going to happen. See ya! 4th of July is coming.
Yeah. That's from an aerial video from a Israeli jet.
I can imagine what's about.
Look at these guys. 13 of them going into the tunnel opening. They were just a couple of miles from, or a mile or so from Israel.
All right, drop the big one. Okay, we got it.
Oh. Bloom. Well, I think they might have hit their target.
Booyah!
And they are now with 19 virgins into Allah.
Yeah, exactly.
And there must be a lot of virgins up in heaven.
I'm telling you. It's loaded with them. Riddled, you might say. Well, there's not as many now.
No, that's true.
There's about 10 less.
I don't know if we can find. No, we can't. I can't find that story.
Nah, no worries. Well, hey, we're coming up on quit time anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
You see, I got a daughter that insists I stick to the timeline.
Yeah, me too. I don't get paid overtime on this. You know.
Exactly. We don't get paid overtime. Never give up.
And we're 15 minutes earlier than what you said on our opening, but we're 15 minutes later than what I kind of wanted to be.
Well, we'll find that happy medium.
Yeah, so GP, we're going to hire Brett to come back on Sunday nights for the couple show. We're also going to get another couple so we can have rotating in case one couple can't make it or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're going to start a game show in about 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to have it set up every single week for run about 20, 30 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Agree or Disagree.
Brett is going to be running the questions, and us, the married couples, will have, each one will have a card that says agree or disagree. And when Brett...
See, and I can have my card like this. I can do this. I'd be like, tonight's question. This is going to couple number 1.
Exactly.
Agree, or disagree?
It's going to be a fun show.
Obama, the best president ever, or the greatest president ever? Go ahead.
You're like, do we have another option? Good thing most end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing.
The party's over
tonight.
Same old stuff again. Hey, Greg, you made it through our show without cussing.
Me?
Yeah, you swore. We got you on
You
tape.
swore last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
You did.
What did I say?
You popped off with the bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's my word. If I ever slip, that's definitely my word. I own that one.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear it replayed.
Oh, you're gonna hear it, yeah.
I just forgot to get it.
All right.
Me and Brett are gonna be in a meeting all day tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you in the morning, sir.
See you
Let's
at,
have some coffee. Let's talk.
8 o'clock.
We'll chat. Yeah, see you at 8.
Normally, I always leave it for my people to get from your people, but tomorrow let's talk in person.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can set up some appointments for our people.
Yeah.
It'll work out. Of course, you know what? Tomorrow's sales meeting could be canceled. Just depending on what happens in the morning.
Yeah. Could be an ice storm.
Yeah. Well, hey, good night, everybody.
All right.
Hey, good night. Thanks for jumping.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Greg, I'm going to call you just because. Jim won't. Love you. Night, guys.